friends, welcome to Betkraft, your home for sure bet football predictions and analysis. Okay, all right, we have a lot of games going on today, and we have some games in the lower league, although not in the major leagues, and we have a championship game and League One game. We also have a Champions League game going on today. So we looked at into these games, and we came up with the verdict for these games. So as usual, looking at how they fared in the past 20 and also in the past 5 games that they have played. We as well took a look into the head-to-heads for these matches, and we came up with the very best verdict for these matches. Okay, before we head on to the games proper, I'm going to ask for those of you who are really coming up across our video for the first time to please subscribe in this channel so that you do not miss out. Okay, and as well, we grow as you subscribe, we grow in this very channel, so please help us grow. Subscribe, also share the video and like the video as well. Okay, that being said, we head to the business of the day, and we are starting with English Championship, where we have Birmingham coming up against Middlesbrough in the English Champions League match. And you look at how they fared the past 20, you see that the home side Birmingham have seen 5 wins, 5 draws, and 10 losses in the past 20 games they've had. And the away side Middlesbrough have also seen 9 wins, 2 draws, and 9 losses in the past 20 games they've had. Looking at how they fared in the recent past, because as well notice that in the recent past for the home side Birmingham, they have seen 3 losses in out of 5, and they've had just 1 win and 1 draw in the past 5 games they've had so far. And the away side Middlesbrough have seen 3 wins and 2 losses in the past 5 games they've had. And also we took a look at how they fared in the past, and look at the head-to-head matches for both sides, because as well notice that in the past 4 head-to-heads for both sides, Middlesbrough has been very, very dominant, defeating Birmingham on all 4 occasions. So in this very encounter, the expectation is on Middlesbrough to come up with some level of good results in this very game. So we decided to play safe, and we said our verdict in this very encounter, it is our way side to win or draw. Okay, in that very encounter, that's our verdict. And to the next game that we have, it is also in English League One, where we have Derby County coming up against Reading. Okay, and looking at how they fared in the recent past, I know in the past 20 first, we'll see that the home side Derby have managed 12 wins, 3 draws, and 5 losses in the past 20. The away side, have seen 7 wins, 8 draws, and 5 losses in the past 20 games they've had, as well as looking at the recent past for both sides, we'll see that Derby County have been able to win 3 out of 5 games they've had, and they have lost 2. And also we saw them winning Bristol Rovers by 3-0 from away in their last match. And as well, looking at Reading's past 5 results, we'll see that they had 2 wins and 3 losses in the past 5 games they've played. Okay, and we'll take a look at the head-to-head. We can as well see that the head-to-head for the past 5 have seen Reading being able to defeat. I've seen a Derby County having just 1 win in the past 5, and then Reading being able to defeat Derby County on 3 occasions. But we made our judgment based on the recent form, and it is the Derby County who is ranked 2nd at the moment in the league to pick up the spoils in this very encounter. We expect the home side to win. That's our verdict in this very game. And the next also is England League 2, where we have Wrexham coming up against Harrogate Town. Okay, taking a look at how they've fared in the past 20, you can as well see that the home side have had 11 wins in the past 20. They've had 2 draws and 7 losses in the past 20 games they've played. And the away side have seen 7 wins, 6 draws, and 7 losses in the past 20 games they've had. And looking at how they fared in the recent past, you could see that Wrexham have been able to manage 2 wins and 2 draws, and also having 1 loss in the past 5 games they've had, while the away side, Harrogate have just managed 2 draws and 3 losses in the past 5 games I've had. Also, what you've noticed is the fact that Wrexham defeated Accrington by 4-0 in the last 2 games, and also defeated Morecambe by 3-1 in the last 2 games they've played, and making them to be making us believe that they are actually in a fine form. All right, at the moment. So looking at the head-to-head for both sides, the head-to-head of the last head-to-head match I've seen a draw, but 2-2 draw for both sides, and also had a good time winning one and Wrexham winning one in the past three head-to-head for both sides. But based on current form, the home side Wrexham is actually considered to be in fine form, seeing that how they defeated the Morecambe and Accrington Stanley in the past two games have played. So we expect the home side to pick up the spoils in this very encounter. Home win, that's our verdict for this very game. And the next game that we have is in India, where Mumbai City will be coming up against the Northeast United in the Indian League. And we look at how they fared in the past 20, we could see that the home side, Mumbai City, have been able to win 11 games, and they've had 4 draws and 5 losses in the past 20 games they've had. And the away side have seen 6 wins, 8 draws and 6 losses in the past 20 games I've had. Taking a look at into the recent games for both sides, we'll see that the home side, Mumbai City, have seen 3 wins in the past 5 games, and also they have also seen 2 draws in the past 5 games I've had. And the away side, Northeast United, have managed 2 wins, 1 draw and 2 losses in the past 5 games they've had. Looking at how they fared in the head-to-head, we can also see in the past 4 head-to-head, Mumbai City have dominated, winning 3 times, and Northeast United winning just 1 time in the past 4 head-to-head. And this tilts towards the home side, Mumbai City, to take the spoils in this very encounter. We expect the home side to pick up the spoils and win outrightly in this very encounter. Okay. That being said, we head to the next game of the day, and it is the Champions League game where Arsenal FC will be coming up against FC Porto. It's a very big match, and looking at how they fared, as usual, we could see that in the past 24, the Arsenal FC, they have been able to win 13. They've had 2 draws and 5 losses. And away side FC Porto have managed 14 wins, 3 draws and 3 losses. Both sides are in form. They're scoring a lot of goals and doing well in their various leagues. And looking at how they fared in the recent past, Arsenal have been able to win 4 times and losing 1. Okay, that's loss being their 1-0 loss away to Porto in the first leg of this very encounter. And also Porto have been able to manage 4 wins out of 5 and 1 draw against Gil Vicente. And looking at the head-to-head, the only head-to-head that we have here, it is the first leg of this very encounter where Porto defeated Arsenal by 1-0. But this is Emirates, and we'll see that Arsenal does so well, and they're going to also put a lot of energy in this very encounter to see that they overturn that 1-0 defeat in the past leg. So we expect Arsenal to rise to the occasion in this very encounter. So the verdict is Arsenal to win outrightly in this very game. And go into the next game. It's another big game in the Champions League. It is FC Barcelona coming up against Napoli. Okay, and as usual, we'll take a look at how they fared in the recent past. We could see that Barcelona have been able to win 11 games out of 20. They have gotten 4 draws and 5 losses in the past 20 games they've had. And away side, Napoli have seen 7 wins, 6 draws and 7 losses in the past 20 games they've had, as well as the recent 5 games for both sides. We'll see that Barcelona have been able to win 3 and draw 2 out of the past 5 games. Okay, one of the drawing includes the first leg of this very encounter where they had a 1-1 draw with Napoli. Okay, while Napoli on the other hand have seen 2 wins, including a win against Juventus and a very 6-1 drubbing of Sassuolo. Okay, in Italian Serie A, and also they have seen 3 draws, out of the past 5 games they've had. And we'll take a look at the head-to-head for both sides. We'll see that Barcelona have dominated the head-to-head in the past 5 head-to-heads for both sides. We could see that Barcelona have been able to win on 2 occasions, and Napoli have only managed 4 draws in these head-to-head encounters. Okay, all right. Okay, Napoli have only managed 3 draws in this head-to-head encounter, and that has put Barcelona in the best position, to take the spoils in this very encounter. Seeing that they're playing at home in Camp Nou, we expect Barcelona to come up winners in this very encounter. It's a very big game, but our verdict for this game is actually we expect both sides to score. We're going to see a go-go match in this very encounter. That's our verdict, and that concludes our prediction for you today. And I hope that you see a lot of green in your ticket and win. Okay, and we hope to see you again tomorrow for the next predictions. But until then, keep winning.